Flip-Flop was getting ready for his birthday party, so Mizzy Motzy and Lecco went to see if he needed any help. But Flip-Flop was a little upset.
What's the matter? It looks already beautiful for your birthday on Sat Hooray Day.
But I really want my cake to be decorated with colorful jingly-jongly jelly beans. But I can't find any.
Then let's go and find you some.
Today is Tootsie Day, and tomorrow is Wootsy Day. Then comes Thump Day, and after that comes Fried Egg Day.
And then comes Sat Hooray Day, the day of your birthday. So we have lots of time to find you some colorful jingly-jonglay jelly beans.
Colourful jingly-jongly jelly beans grow on the juicy jongly jelly bean vines that grow at a big castle called Chatook's Joylydooks. Chatterleon Granix Friolix opened the big door of Chatoo Joylydoo.
Are you here for some colorful jingly-jonglay jelly beans?
Yes, please. Flip-Flop would like his birthday cake covered with colorful jingly-jongly jelly beans.
Come inside and you can see I don't have any because someone is robble stealing them at night.
Mizzy Motzy told Chatterleon Granix Friolix that they would stay the night times and guard the juicy jonglay jelly bean vines. And so they climbed to the tallest tower of the castle to watch out. The juicy jonglay jelly bean vines grew and grew in the night times and were soon full top with new colourful jingly jonglay jelly beans. But while Mizzy Motzy, Lecco and Flip-Flop took turns to watch, they soon got the sleepy snoozelies and they fell asleep. The next morning they went to check out the juicy jonglay jelly bean vines.
The new colorful jingly-jongly jelly beans have been robble stolen.
The juicy jonglies jelly beans vines are empty.
We tried to look all the night times, but we got the sleepy dozely and fell asleep. Sorry.
I have an imagination. Let's build a tall wooden fence all around. Then nothing can get in to robble steal the jelly beans.
Mizzy Motzy went into the Jinxly Genji Gloom jungle, a mysterious place full of weird plants and strange creatures. She arrived back at Chatook's Joylydoo, followed by a family of Woodly Woomer ants, who are excellently good at building things with wood. After a lot of hard work, the Woodly Woomer ants built a tall wooden fence all around the juicy jonglay jelly bean vines.
Thank you, Woodly Woomer ants. When we have colorful jinglies-jonglies jelly beans, you can come and eat all you want.
Nothing is going to get through this amazing wooden fence.
That night times, they stayed inside Chatoo Joylydooks. On the morning of Thump Day, they went to see the juicy jonglay jelly bean vines.
The colorful jingly-jongly jelly beans have again disagone.
How did the robble stealer get past the wooden fence?
It's impossible. The robble stealer must have flown over the fence.
Mizzy Motzy went back to the Jinxly Genji Gloom jungle and returned with some Fretta-Pretta Knockle Knitters, who are cute little black and orange spiders that make very, very strong silk threads.
The Fretta-Pretta Knockle Knitters are going to make a big net from their strong silk threads so we can cover the juicy jongly jelly bean vines.
Great idea. Then the robble stealer can't fly in and robble steal the colorful jingly-jongly jelly beans.
The Fretta-Pretta Knockle Knitters soon finished a big, strong net. Mizzy Motzy, Lecco and Flip-Flop covered the juicy jonglay jelly bean vines with the net and tied it down as tight as a trampoline.
Incredimaze! No robble stealer will get through this big, strong net.
But guess what? On the morning of Fried Egg Day, they discovered that the robble stealer had once again robble stolen all the new colourful jingly-jongly jelly beans.
Double wobble impossible. How did the robble stealer get past the wooden fence and the big strong net? It's time for a thinking song.
In the land of sugar dreams, where jelly beans do gleam,
A rabble stealer came and made them all disappear.
Mizzy Motzy wondering, what will we do now? To get those beans back, we'll make it somehow. We're chasing down that stealer all through the candy town. Together we'll recover and turn those smiles around.
only one way that the Robblestealer got past the wooden fence and the big, strong net. I need to borrow some Thingly Meeka Ningly from Professor Brainly Brilliant.
Brillibrainiacs like Professor Brainly Brilliant have two heads. One head is for numbers and one head is for letters. So Brillibrainiacs are very clever. After visiting Professor Brainly Brilliant, Mizzy Motzi returned to Chattook Joylydooks, carrying two most strange Thingly Mecha Ninglies.
This one is an eavesdropper stethoscopa to listen under the ground. Everyone quiet, please.
Can you hear anything?
I can hear the jingly-jongling of lots and loads of colorful jingly-jongly jelly beans.
The Robblestealer must be keeping them under the ground in a secret cave, and only the Vlizy Vlersa Vladlark lives underground.
Vlizy Vlersa Vladlarks live in tunnels and caves under the ground. They look like long, furry sausages with lots of feet. But most strangely strange, Vlizy Vlersa Vladlarks have two heads, so they can move back and forth in the tunnels without turning around.
So that's the Robblestealer.
No wonder the Vlizy Vlersa Vladlark gets to the juicy jonglay jelly bean vines from an under-below tunnel.
But how do we get back all the colorful jinglies, jonglies, jelly beans that the Vlizy Vlersa Vladlark has Robble stolen?
With the help of another Thingly Meeka Ningly, called a Groundly Uneartha-Rater.
I will ask my friends, the Dredgy Dig-Out Diggle Diggers, for to help.
Dredgy Dig-Out Diggle Diggers are little mole creatures that are most good at diggle digging. They were soon helping Mizzy Motzi to get the Groundly Uneartha-Rater ready.
Mizzy Motzi with her hat so bright, join the diggle diggers in the morning light, with the Groundly Uneartha-Rater in sight, ready to dig with all their might. They dug deep down where treasures gleam, hoping to find the jingly-jongly dream. Colorful jelly beans so supreme, in the ground where giggles teem. Jelly beans, oh jelly beans, shiny rainbow magic scenes. Digging down, we're on our way to make this a fun-filled day. Dredgy dig on the side with Mizzy Motzi leading wide-eyed. Underneath the earth they glide, together on this joyful ride. Through tunnels twisted left and right, colors spark in the dimming light, laughs and cheers and pure delight.
Watch out!
A hugely huge fountain of colourful jingly-jongly jelly beans burst into the air.
It's raining colorful jingly jonglay jelly beans.
Cheta Leon Granix Frisholix brought baskets to fill to the full tops with colourful jingly-jongly jelly beans.
Now we have plenty to decorate Flip-Flop's cake.
But how to stop the Vlizy Vlersa Vladlark from coming back?
I have Demonium Pandemonium Itchy Scratchy Powder from Professor Brainly Brilliant.
If the Vlizy Vlersa Vladlark comes back to Robblestealer, he'll get the itchy scratchies so bad that he'll disappear for the never-evers.
Bravo. To thank you all, I would like Flip-Flop to have his birthday party at Chattook's Joylydooks.
Wow, I've never had my birthday in a castle.
They moved the birthday cake to Chattook Joylydooks and covered it with so many colourful jingly-jongly jelly beans that you almost couldn't see it.
This is the best birthday party ever. I'm only sad that I have to wait another year for my next birthday.
Bounce around, flip-flop, never stop. Birthday fun, up high we'll hop. Jumping with friends under the sun. Trampoline games for everyone. Candles glow on cupcakes sweet. Singing loud to a bouncy beat. Balloons and laughter fill the air. Flip-flops party with love everywhere. Flip-flop jump and shout hooray! It's your special bouncing day. Friends and fun all gathered near. Flip-flop's birthday, bring the cheer. Presents wrapped in colors bright, jumping up to reach new height. Hugs and giggles as we play, trampoline dreams on Flip-Flop's day.
Mizzy Motzi and her friends Lecco and Flip-Flop were busy helping in the Scala Mopera house. where you can watch amazing sing-song shows called Moperas. In charge of the Scala Mopera House is Direttore Vigarasco Vigorosco.
Did you know that in a mopera, the singer does a sing-song and also mops the floor at the same time, and with a special mopera dress?
The most beautiful Mopera dress belongs to a most famously famous Mopera singer called Donna Diva Caraya Maria. The Direttore was so happy with all their help that he started to sing his own Mopera.
Nella Scala Mopera, che posto speciale, c'è Mizzi Mozzi col suo stile geniale, con Lecco e Flip Flop si danno da fare, perché qui ogni Mopera è davvero eccezionale. Oh, Mopera, Mopera, canta e lucida, con la scopa e la voce, che magia vivida.
The Scala Mopera flies a big flag from the tall high flagpole to let everyone know that the Mopera is about to start.
I can't believe that we're going to see a Mopera with Donna Diva Caraya Maria.
And I can't wait to see the beautiful sparkly diamante dress.
It's gonna be Twinkelio, Sparkelio, Rilumbratelio.
We've finished our chores.
Most excellent, excellento! Now to wait for the Donna Diva to arrive with her most beautiful sparkly diamante dress, and the Mopera can begin.
So everyone waited and waited and waited. But there was no sign of Donna Diva Caraya Maria and her most beautiful dress. Suddenly, a little round creature came running towards them.
Hello, my name is Signorino Girolamo Gimberlano, and I am Donna Diva Caraya Maria's looky after. What's a looky after? I looky after much things for Donna Diva Caraya Maria, who is Diva Difficulto. I looky after the most beautiful sparkly diamante dress, and I also looky after the miscast musical Sing Spellers.
Why are you in such a rush?
It's a dizzy disaster. We's in biggest trouble ever.
What's happened?
Looky see, the cart carrying the Donna Diva, her most beautiful sparkly diamante dress, and the miscast musical Sing Spellers is sticky stuck in the muddy, mucky mud.
Mamma mia, most bad!
Not even the 4 shorty long-legged spider ponies can pull the cart out of the muddy, mucky mud.
If they can't get here, there won't be a Mopera.
We must go and help.
So off they went to see what they could do. When they got there, they could see that the cart was really stuck in the mud.
We try every most things, but even the long legs of the 4 shorty long leg spider ponies are up to their knees in the muddy mucky mud.
We need to get behind the cart and push. But first, everyone needs to get out of the cart or it will be too heavy.
What the what? I'm not getting down into the disgusting muddy mucky mud!
And us neithers! We'll get muddy spots all over our itsy bitsy glitzy costumes.
Well, Mizzy Motzi, Lecco and Flip Flop had no choice. So they pushed and pushed the cart. And the shorty long leg spider ponies pulled and pulled the cart. But no matter how everyone pushed and pulled, it wouldn't move. And Mizzy Motzi, Lecco and Flip Flop got covered in mucky mud.
Double disgusting.
Mizzy Mozzie, Lecco, Flip Flop too. Pushing the cart, what can we do? The wheels are stuck, the mud's so thick. We need a plan and need it quick. Push, pull, slip and slide. We're muddy messes, but we won't hide. Laugh and shout, we'll figure it out. With muddy hands, there's no doubt. Mizzy dreams a rocket to the sky, 4 wings for the cart so it can fly. Her ideas sparkle, the friends all cheer. With imagination, the plan is clear. Push, pull, slip and slide. We're muddy messes, but we won't hide. Laugh and shout, we'll figure it out. With muddy hands, there's no doubt.
I have an imagination, but we're going to need the most beautiful sparkly diamante dress.
What the what? How do you want to use the most beautiful sparkly diamante dress?
We tie one end of a long string to the sparkly diamante dress, and the other end of the long string to the cart.
And then?
Then we throw the dress into the sky and it turns into a dress kite.
A dress kite?
That's right! So the dress kite will catch the wind and pull the cart out of the muddy, mucky mud.
Excelolo brilliantolo!
So Mizzy Motzi tied a long string to the most beautiful sparkly diamante dress.
But the dress kite needs a tail, or it will twirly twist around and around.
I know how to make one.
She asked Directori Vigorasco Vigorosco if she could borrow his bow ties, and Donna Diva Caraya Mariah for her hair ribbons.
That's the best bow tie tail ever!
Mizzy Mozzie threw the dress kite into the sky, and it flew up and up and up until it reached the end of the string.
Did it work?
Nope, the cart hasn't moved even a little.
Wait, I have one more idea.
Mizzy Mozzie asked Donna Diva, Caraya Mariah and the Sing Spellers to sing their loudest la-la-larias at the dress kite.
Sofia, Sofia, la la Maria, tutti insieme che magia, il vestito vola, spinge via, fuori dal fango, ecco la via, la 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 l'aria, la la la, che sinfonia, la 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 Maria, il vento ci salva, che allegria.
Bravo, bravissimo! The cart is out of the mucky mud!
Then the worst thing ever happened. A flock of blinker-bonker scissor-beak birdies flew by, talking and squawking and not looking where they were going. They caught their scissor beaks in the string and cut it in half.
Oh, no, no, no. My most beautiful sparkly diamante dress is flying up and away.
Double disastroso! With no most beautiful sparkly diamante dress, there can be no Mopera.
I am sorry the most beautiful sparkly diamante dress is gone lost.
It's not your fault, Mizzy Mozzie. Thank you for trying your best.
But when they arrived at the Scala Mopera house, they were greeted by a crowd of creatures.
Why are you all here?
We're ready for the Mopera to start!
But there is no Mopera today.
But the flag is flying!
Look, it's the most beautiful sparkly diamante dress. It must have flown all this way and got caught on the tall, high flagpole.
Let's get it!
Lecco slizzle-lizzled up to the roof to help Mizzy Mozzie, who took the dress of the flagpole and dropped it into a net-shaped flip-flop.
Now let's put on a Mopera show.
Mizzy Mozzie and friends, because you are so clever and brave, I would like you all to sing in tonight's Mopera.
Yes, yes! Tonight's Mopera is one of the bestest ever, with lots of lovely la-la-larias and lots of mopping.
Well then, you need to get into your costumes.
And just like that, they joined Donna Diva Caraya Mariah and the miscast musical Sing Spellers on the great big stage of the Scala Mopera house.
Mizzy Mozzie! Flip-flop, let go too! Up on the stage, what a view! Up on the stage, what a view! Donna Diva sings so loud, the Sing Spellers join, what a happy crowd! La 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 la, we dance and sing. On the stage, let the music ring. La 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 la, so much fun, we shine like the sun. Let go twirls, flip-flop plays pretend. Mizzy Mozzie sings along with her friends. The lights are bright, the crowd goes wow. We're having the best adventure now. La 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 la, we dance and sing. On the stage, let the music ring. La 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 la, so much fun, we shine like the sun. Clap your hands, the show's begun. Mizzy and friends are number one.
And as my gift to you, you can keep your Mopera costumes.
Wow, Wheeze, thank you!
They thanked everyone at the Scala Mopera house and still in their costumes, sang La La Larias all the way home. Mizzy Motzi and her best friends Lecco and Flip Flop decided to spend a nice day at the Bibble Bobble Beach. When they arrived at the Bibble Bobble Beach, they found a big wooden sailboat floating on the purple Macaronian Sea.
That sailboat is called the Postara.
The Postara? That's the sailboat of the perflumated Primrosela Pinpatch Pyretes. So we should go and say Bonjola.
The perflumated Primrosela Pinpatch Pyretes sail on the Postara to faraway places looking for the nicest smelling perfumes. They are covered in pin patches that show where they have visited.
Bonjola! Bonjola! Bonjola!
But no one replied.
Looks like there's no one on the Postara. How very strange.
Just then, some Babble-Dabble Questers came walking along the pink sands. Babble-Dabble Questers are the most ever clevers because they can tell you anything using their Kilo Mega Computiclator.
Bonjola, Mizzy Mozzie! We came to find Admiralia, the Pinpatch Pyrete Clapitana of the Postara.
We shouted and shouted, but the Postara is empty.
Goodlies gracious! Clapitana Admiralia sailed the Postara to a long, faraway place to find us a new Collectric Quartzy Crystal.
Without a new Collectric Quartzy Crystal for the Kilo Mega Computiclator, we won't know any nothinks! We must go on board the Postara and see if the perflumated Primrosela Pinpatch Pyretes are trapped inside.
But when they climbed onto the boat, they found all the doors locked.
How are we going to get inside?
I know a creature that can help us.
Mizzy Motzi splashed her hands in the water, and soon a ziggy-zaggy zowie fish came swimming up to the boat. Mizzy Motzi spoke some ziggy-zaggy words, and the ziggy-zaggy zowie fish used its long zowie nose to cut a hole on the side of the Postara so they could get inside. But when they climbed inside the boat, they found it was empty.
It's a ghostly boat. I wonder what happened to the perflumated Primrosela Pinpatch Pyretes.
Let me try and call Clapitana Admiralia on her Linga-Ringa shell phone.
Mizzy Motzi called Clapitana Admiralia on her Linga-Ringa shell phone and spoke for the most long times.
Where's are the perflumated Primrosela Pinpatch Pyretes?
They have fallen into a tricksy trap of the Okomoko Muddly Heads, who want the Collectric Quartzy Crystal.
Okomoko Muddly Heads are long, slow-moving wormy creatures with big teeth. They love to cover themselves in the stinky stinks, and they never, ever, ever have a bath.
What's happenated?
See some. The Pinpatch Pyretes were walking back to the boat with the new Collectric Quartzy Crystal when they fell into the stinky stench Muddly Puddlies. Then the Okomoko Muddly Heads untied the boat to make it float away, so the perflumated Primrosela Pinpatch Pyretes couldn't escape.
But if we don't rescue them soon, Pinpatch Pyretes will sink into the downly neaths of the stinky stench Muddly Puddlies and be disagone for the never-evers.
We have to sail the Postara boat to rescue Clapitana Admiralia and the other perflumated Primrosela Pinpatch Pyretes.
They put up the Postara's sail and turned the boat towards the stinky stench Muddly Puddlies. When they came close to the stinky stench Muddly Puddlies, Lecco slizzled up to the top of the mast.
I can see the Pinpatch Pyretes and the re up to their belly buttons in the stinky stench Muddly Puddlies.
We don't have long, but we can't get off the Postara because we might also sink into the stinky stench Muddly Puddlies.
And the Okomoko Muddly Heads might get us.
I want to make a sail kite with the sail to fly over the Pinpatch Pyretes and pull them out of the stinky stench Muddly Puddlies. But I don't know which of these two roll-a-roll Rabana ropes to use.
If we use the Rabana rope that's too heavy, then the sail kite won't fly. But if we use the one that's too skinny, then it might break when the sail kite pulls the Pinpatch Pyretes out of the Muddly Puddlies.
I'm going to call the Babble-Dabble Questers and see if their Kilo Mega Computiclator can tell me which rope to use. Their Kilo Mega Computiclator says to use the skinny rope. But because its Collectric Quartzy Crystal is almost empty, we don't know if it's chosen the right one.
Sailing on the purple sea, Mizzy let go flip-flop 3. Postara boat is is here to save our friends stuck in the muddy waves. Which rope, what do we do? Heavy or skinny, which one is true? Fly the kite, pull them tight, we've got to get this right. The questers say use the thin rope here, but what if it breaks? Oh dear, oh dear. The big one's strong, but it won't fly high. What will we do? Let's give it a try. Which rope, what do we do? Heavy or skinny, which one is true? Fly the kite, pull them tight, we've got to get this right.
Quickly, quick! The Pin Patch Pirates are sinking and are up to their middle tops in the stinky stench muddly puddlies.
I'm going to use the heavy rope.
So Mizzy Mozzie tied the heavy rope to the sail to make a sail kite and threw it into the wind. But it didn't fly.
Quickly, quick! The Akko Makko Muddly Heads have seen us and are slowly moving towards the pirates.
Slowly, Mizzy Motzie and Flip Flop let out more rope until the sail kite was above the Pin Patch Pirates.
Clapitana Admiralia, you need to grab the sail kite so we can pull you out of the stinky stench muddly puddlies.
They are too heavy for the sail kite. We need to wait for stronger windy blows.
The Akko Makko Muddly Heads are almost close to the pirates. How are we going to stop them?
I know how!
It's a Perflume Balloon Cano Squirta!
Mizzy Motzie filled the Cano Squirter with Perflume balloons and pointed it at the Akko Makko Muddly Heads.
Cover your ears!
The Perflume balloons sploshed onto the Akko Makko Muddly Heads, making them smell nice. They didn't like it and crawled away to roll in the stinky stench mud to get their stinky stunks back. Just then, the windy blows started to blow really hard, pulling the Pin Patch Pirates out of the stinky stench muddly puddlies and onto the Postara.
Thank you for saving us. Now let's sail back to the Bibble Bobble Beach and give the new Kelectric Quartzy Crystal to the Babble Dabble Questers.
The Kilomega Computerclator is working again, so now we know any all everythinks.
And for being so brave, I now make Mizzy, Motzie, Lecco, and Flip Flop special Pin Patch Pirates.
I can't believe we're now Pin Patch Pirates.
Me neither.
And maybe our newest Pin Patch Pirate is hungry after your great adventure?
Yesy, please!
Clapitana Admiralia went to the Cano Squirter and had the pirates fill it with some strange pink blobs.
3, 2, 1!
Guess what flew out from the Cano Squirter and straight into Lecco's mouth? It was yummy cotton candy fluff globes.
Again!
I think Lecco needs a special pin patch for keeping his belly full.
Mizzy, Mozzie, and her friends, Lecco, Flip Flop, fun that never ends. To Bibble Bobble Beach they go, but a big surprise starts the show. Sailboat sailing, what's inside? Pin Patch Preets, nowhere to hide. Locked up doors, a fish to call. Ziggy Zaggy cuts through wall. Inside's empty, a spooky scene, a call to Admiralia, what does it mean? Trapped in mud, it's stinky and deep. Time to save them, no time to sleep. Roll up the ropes, make the kite fly. Pull them out as the winds rush by. Perflume balloons go splish and splat. Muddly heads run, imagine that. Sailboat sailing, what's inside? Pin Patch Preets, nowhere to hide. Brave and clever, they save the day. Mizzy Mozzie leads the way. Back to the beach with hats so neat. Adventure done, it's time to eat. Laughs and cheers, let's shout hooray. Mizzy Mozzie saved the day.
Mizzy Motzi and her best friends, Lecco and Flip Flop, were on their way to watch the Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths.
It's such a nice day for an adventure with my two bestest friends. And we're going to see the Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths. How cool is that?
See some? The Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths live on the full moon. They look like teensy elephants, except they are covered in heaps of muffly furry fur.
Did you know that the Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths brush their muffly furry fur until it's all unjumbled, untangled, and very, very shiny?
I did not know that. That's Incredimaze.
Then the Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths put on their famous merry, amusing, showy, flowy dance, which I'm so excited to see.
Mizzy Motzi, Lecco and Flip Flop soon arrived to see Monsieur Gaston Ulmer. Monsieur Gaston Ulmer has a house with a round roof, and sticking out from a hole in the round roof is the most big telescope.
Hello, Mizzy Motzi. Hello, Lecco and Flip Flop. So nice to see you again. How can I help you?
Hello, Monsieur Gastronomer. We would like to see the Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths do their famous, merry, amusing, showy, flowy dance all the way on the full moon.
Of course, that sounds like fun.
Can we use the amazingly huge telescope to look at the full moon?
Yes, of course, Lecco. Let's hope it's a clear night and you can see the full moon.
Can I go first? Pretty please? I'm really excited.
Yes, you go first. Now, sit down in the little chair and put your eye to the telescope lens.
I can see the full moon most really close, but I can't see any Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths. Oops, I think I broke something. Sorry.
Very most strange. Lecco, why don't you let the others look through the telescope to see if they can find the Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths?
Nope, nothing. I'm looking really hard, but the Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths seem to have disagone. Most strangerous.
Most strangerous indeed. Maybe someone should go to the full moon to find out what happened to the Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths.
We'll go.
But how will we get to the full moon? It's way, way far away.
Haha, you can use the Womblasting Wocket Rocket.
The Womblasting Wocket Rocket was parked next to Monsieur Gastronomer's house. Mizzy Motzi, Lecco and Flip Flop climbed inside, sat in the Womblasting Wocket Rocket seats and put on their bubble helmets.
Don't forget to buckle up.
So, they put on their seat belts.
Ready? Here we go!
When the Womblasting Wocket Rocket landed on the full moon, Mizzy Motzi, Lecco and Flip Flop went to search for the Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths. On the full moon, they floated like little balloons.
I can't see the Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths anywhere. I wonder where they've all gone.
Look behind that rock. I saw something move.
Hello, Muffly Mini Moon Mammoths. We looked for you through the telescope to watch your famous, merry, amusing, showy, flowy dance, but couldn't find you. Why are you hiding behind this big rock?
Our muffly furry fur is a mangly-tangly mess, and we like to look pretty when we do our famous, merry, amusing, showy, flowy dance.
See some. The Marzananos from the planet Mars took our brushes. And now we can't brush our muffly furry fur.
Can you take the Womblasting Wocket Rocket to the planet Mars and get our brushes back for us?
We'll do our best to ask the naughty Marzananos to give back your brushes. See you soon!
So Mizzy Motzi, Lecco and Flip Flop jumped into the Womblasting Wocket Rocket and blasted off on their way to see the Marzananos, who live on the planet Mars. When they landed on planet Mars, the Marzananos were very curious about Mizzy Motzi and her friends, so they welcomed them with a Marzanano song.
Welcome me to our plane to Mars, so bright. Stars are dancing, oh what a sight. Bounce with me through Martian sand.
to take back the brushes that belong to the Muffly Mini-Moon Mammoths. You are naughty Marzananos for taking something that doesn't belong to you.
The Marzananos say they are most sorry, but their own brushes are worn out, and they need to brush their twisted-wisted thimble threads, or they get tangly-tangled.
The Marzananos throw the twisted-wisted thimble threads into space to catch the gooey green glummyroids that float all the way from the gyrating Gorga T galaxy. Gooey green glummyroids are the best-tasting sweeties in the never-evers. Then a Marzanano floated over and gave Lecco a huge box of gooey green glummyroids.
I love gooey green glummyroids.
We still need to return the brushes to the Muffly Mini-Moon Mammoths, so they can unjumbly-untangly their muffly furry fur and put on the bestest ever famous, merry amusing, showy flowy dance.
They say that the twisted-wisted thimble threads will get all twisted-wisted, and they won't be able to catch any of the gooey green glummyroids.
I have an imagination. Marzananos are excelly good at untangling twisted-wisted thimble threads. Why don't we ask the Muffly Mini-Moon Mammoths if they will share? And in return, the Marzananos can untangle their muffly furry fur and make them pretty again.
They're going to give the mammoths boxes and boxes of gooey green glummyroids. Yummy!
So Mizzy Motzi, Lecco and Flip Flop jumped into the one-blasting Wocket Rocket and took off for the full moon, with the Marzananos close behind.
Hey Mammoths, we're back! And I've got a surprise for you. As you know, the Marzananos are very good brushers.
If you'll share your brushes, then the Marzananos will brush your muffly furry fur until it is all unjumbled, untangled, and very, very shiny.
We are happy to be good neighbors and share our brushes. And we love gooey green glummyroids.
Well, the Marzananos did a fantastical, marvellous makeover, and the muffly furry fur was so shiny that it twinkled like stars. Then the Muffly Mini-Moon Mammoths got ready for the bestest ever showy flowy dance in the never-evers.
Little mammoths on the moon tonight, with tiny trunks and eyes so bright, they hop and skip in lunar light, a dancing scene that's out of sight. Jump and twirl beneath the stars, moon dust trails and happy hearts, round and around in joyful spins, little mammoths with big grins. With cowboy boots on each small foot, they gallop round and hoot and toot. Their laughter echoes through the night in a western moon lit by silver light. Jump and twirl beneath the stars, moon dust trails and happy hearts, round and...
What an adventure you had! And in the end, everybody was happy to share. And thank you for the gummy-roids. They are gummylicious.
Thank you for lending us the wand-blasting Wocket Rocket.
We hope to see you on our next adventure.
And I can't wait to eat my whole box of gooey green glummyroids. Yummy, yummy in my tummy.
Mizzy Motzi and her best friends Lecco and Flip Flop arrived at the Paniklake Festival Flair, a place with lots and loads of yummy things to eat, fabulous, marvellous musics, and the best showy shows in the never-evers. And the best part is the Paniklakes made by a paniklaker called Lolette Paulette Patty-Ziri.
I hope Lolette Paulette Patty-Ziri makes her famous Yamo Yummy Yoodleberry Paniklakes.
I can't wait to see Famulist Vassafras Voltifas perform his spell skills to make magical trixies.
I want to see the spiry, wiry, fiery Feralists dance their gorgeousful dancings.
And I want to listen to fabulous Maximilian Epion tell his amazing, scary, spooky stories.
But Mizzy Mozzie, Lecco, and Flip Flop weren't the only ones on their way to the Paniclake Festival Flare. At the farthest edge of Mizipotasia lies the Ignis Fatuus Smudge Sludge Swamp, a dark, sludgy place filled with the most terrible smellies. Only one creature can stand such a stinky place: the bad-tempered Popopaglian Tragan Dragons. What no one knew that morning was that the Popopaglian Tragan Dragons had left their swamp and were heading straight for the Paniclake Festival Flare, and they didn't plan to be very nice when they arrived. Back at the Paniclake Festival Flare, Mizzy Mozzie, Lecco, and Flip Flop went to see Lolette Palette Patty Ziri for some Yamo Yummy Yoodleberry Paniclakes.
Bonyola.
Bonyola.
Do you have any Yamo Yummy Yoodleberry Paniclakes?
Lecco! You're always thinking of your empty belly.
Of course. I have lots and loads of fresh paniclakes for all of you. Here you go.
Yumma yummy, straight into my tummy.
Just then, a little Goodle Canoodle Cloggog ran up to them, garking little garks.
Get down, Coodle, you naughty Cloggog. Coodle loves paniclakes even more than Lecco.
It's time for a song!
At the Paniclake Fair, such a joyful affair, Mizzy Mozzie, Flip Flop, and Lecco were there. Lolette Palette's booth had a berry sweet smell, Yamo Yummy Yoodleberry Paniclakes to sell. Flip and flop, sizzle and pop, Yoodleberry pancakes never stop. Coodle the Cloggog comes to play, begging for a bite in his cloggy way. Lolette Palette laughed with her apron so bright, her paniclakes were a magical delight. Lecco's belly cheered with a happy hooray, for pancakes that's yummy he'd eat every day. Flip and flop, sizzle and pop, Yoodleberry pancakes never stop. Coodle the Cloggog comes to play, begging for a bite in his cloggy way.
Now off you go and enjoy the festival flare and come back when you want more Yamo Yummy Yoodleberry paniclakes.
So first they went to see Famulist Vassafras Voltifas, who was standing in front of a pink box and a green box.
Who wants to help me with a magical Trixie?
Me.
Okay, Flip Flop. Then climb inside the pink box.
Once Flip Flop was inside the pink box, Famulist Vassafras Voltifas tapped his magical remote controlicator.
Now, Mizzy Mozzie, look inside the pink box.
Flip Flop has magically disagone.
I wonder what that knocking sound is.
Incredimaze! I magiclated from the pink box to the green box. Wow!
They said goodbye to Famulist Vassafras Voltifas and went to watch the spiry, wiry, fiery Faralists dance their gorgeousful dancings. When they spin really fast, their showy, flowy dresses make the most wonderfully good, fiery sparkle show. Next, they went to listen to fabulist Maximilian Epion read one of his amazing, scary, spooky stories.
Nice to see you all. Let me find a super spooky story in my book to read. I wonder what was that noise? It sounds like Lolette Palette is in trouble.
Mizzy Mozzie, Lecco, and Flip Flop rushed out and found Lolette Palette Patty Ziri crying and her hot pink lip on the ground.
No more Yamo Yummy Yoodleberry paniclakes.
From now on, you all have to eat gastronomically, diabolically smudge sludge paniclakes.
The Dragon Tragans breathed their blue fires on their own kukli and began to bake their gastronomically, diabolically smudge sludge paniclakes.
Our disgusting paniclakes are ready. Eat them all up, or we'll breathe our blue fires all over you.
We better try them.
These paniclakes have a weird shape.
And they're all burnt blue.
Double yuck! These smudge sludge paniclakes taste of Ignis Fardus.
Well, while everyone tried to chew on the disgusting smudge sludge paniclakes, Mizzy Motzi, Lecco, and Flip Flop snuck away to see Familist Vassafras Volti Fas.
We need help from your magical spell skills. The Popo Pagli and Tragan Dragons say that if we don't eat all their smudge sludge paniclakes, then they're going to breathe their blue fires all over us.
I'm sorry, but my magical spell skills don't work on Popo Pagli and Tragan Dragons.
Maybe Maximion Epion has something in his scary spooky stories that will help us get rid of the Tragan Dragons.
Fabulist Maximaean Epion listened to what the Popo Paglian Tragan Dragons had done.
I will call some creatures that can help.
Then he brought out the most strange, absurd musical instrument in the never-evers.
It's a cornute flute lute.
A flock of little birdlies heard the flute lute and came flying by. And most strange, the little birdlies were flying upside down.
These are Chica Pica absurd birds. They make their nests by sticking woodly twigs together with their very most stickle spittle.
Maximian Epion brought out some Yoodleberry paniclakes and asked the Chica Pica absurd birds to cover them all over with their stickle spittle.
What the what's is this all about?
Well, you need to trick the Tragan Dragons into eating these Yoodleberry paniclakes covered in sticky spittle.
So that's the plan, Ham and Spam?
Yes, but don't touch them because the stickle spittle is very most sticky.
So Mizzy Motzi, Lecco, and Flip Flop took the very sticky paniclakes and went to find the Tragan Dragons.
Hey, your smudge sludge paniclakes taste of Ignis Fardus and are hoary bubble and really disgusting.
And Lolette Palette's Yoodleberry paniclakes are the best ever.
No, they aren't!
We make the best paniclakes in the whole of Mesopotamia.
How can you say that if you haven't tasted Lolette Palette's paniclakes?
No way, these paniclakes are better than ours! Gimme one.
They started to eat the paniclakes, but their mustaches got covered in so much stickle spittle that their mouths stuck shut.
Yeah, the Tragan Dragons have their mouths stickle spittled shut, and now can't breathe their blue fires all over us.
Just then, Koodle came running and started to gawk at them. Well, the Tragan Dragons had never seen anything like Koodle and got the fright of their lives. They flew off to the Ignis Fardus Smudge Sludge Swamp, never to be seen ever again. Everyone cheered at how brave Koodle, Mizzy Motzi, Lecco, and Flip Flop had been. Lolette Palette Patty Ziri made lots and loads of her Yammo Yummy Yoodleberry paniclakes. Then they sat down to hear Fabulist Maximian Epion read one of his amazing, scary, spooky stories.
But nothing is more scary spooky than the Tragan Dragons' disgusting smudge sludge paniclakes.
The Tragan Dragons came with fire and roar, but Mizzy Mozzie had a plan in store. With pancakes and clever tricks, they saved the day, oh, quick as a click. Hip, hooray, the festival's bright, with pancakes yummy and hearts so light. Koodle garked and the dragons took flight, now it's smiles and fun tonight. Lolette Palette cooked her treats.